She is the one interim atomweight kickboxing world champion. She is the Queen, Phetjeeja!
Phetjeeja Lukjaoporongtom, the Queen, is not just another challenger standing in Dakota Ditcheva's path. She is a living nightmare for any striker in women's combat sports. With a staggering record of 210 wins, only 6 losses, and 3 draws across Muay Thai, kickboxing, and professional boxing, Phetjeeja has built a reputation that feels almost untouchable. Every number tells the story of a fighter forged through endless wars inside the ring. What makes her the biggest threat to Dakota Ditcheva is not only her elite striking skills, but her unbelievable stamina, pressure, and composure under fire. Fighters with records like this survive because they know how to dominate every second of a fight. Phetjeeja is a pure striker with ruthless precision, dangerous timing, and the ability to break opponents mentally as the rounds go on. The longer the fight lasts, the stronger she becomes. Now, she is also sharpening her grappling game, adding even more danger to an already terrifying arsenal. If Dakota Ditcheva wants to stay on top, she must prepare for the most complete and experienced striker she has ever faced. Because when the Queen steps into the ring, she doesn't come to compete, she comes to rule. Let's start with the woman who many of you might not know as well, and that's a mistake you're going to fix after this video. Phetjeeja Lukjaoporongtom, real name Ninlada Mikun, was born on December 31, 2001, in Thailand. She started Muay Thai at the age of 7 with her uncles. By the time she was 10 years old, she already had over 100 fights, more than 70 of them against boys. Let that sink in. A 10-year-old girl, knocking out and outpointing boys in Thailand, one of the most competitive fighting nations on earth.
Such power behind her strong.
Whoa! Phetjeeja!
Yeah, she throws into the.
Oh! For 3 knockdowns in a round is a TKO. Phetjeeja lands with a right, goes up top with a head kick.
By 2016, at just 14 years old, she was winning WMC World Muay Thai titles. A year later in 2017, she added the WPMF World Championship to her belt. She also represented Thailand in amateur boxing, earning a silver medal at the 2018 IBO Women's Youth World Championships and a bronze at the 2021 SEA Games.
Overhand right, what pressure that we're seeing for Phetjeeja. Janet Todd looking to answer back. What a knee there by Phetjeeja. Here they go.
Then she came to one championship, and she did not slow down. In 2023 alone, she finished Ines Paludi in the first round, stopped Lara Fernandez in just 26 seconds, and took out Celeste Hansen via doctor stoppage. Then in December 2023, she defeated the legendary Anissa Meksen by unanimous decision to claim the Interim 1 Women's Atomweight Kickboxing World Championship. A few months later, in March 2024, she unified that title by defeating veteran Janet Todd.
Doubling up on it, crumbles it. She's gonna look to close the show, Mitch. Phetjeeja trying to get her out of the first. Denise needs to move. 14 seconds. Can Paludi get out of the first?
As of today, her combined professional striking record stands at an absolutely jaw-dropping 210 wins, 6 losses, and 3 draws. She is ranked as the best women's pound-for-pound kickboxer in the world by Beyond Kickboxing. This is not just a fighter, this is a force of nature. Now let's talk about our girl. Dakota Ditcheva, born July 25, 1998 in Sale, Greater Manchester, England. She grew up in a family of martial artists. Her father is Bulgarian, and her mother, Lisa Howarth, is a multiple-time world kickboxing champion. Combat sports run through this woman's blood.
And her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126 pounds and holds a professional record of 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Dakota Ditcheva.
Before Mama, Dakota was already a world champion. She won gold at the 2016 IFMA World Muay Thai Championships in Jönköping, Sweden, at just 17 years old. She is a 3-time world champion in junior divisions.
Come on in.
Down the fence. Oh,
We're ready.
so long and rangy.
Put away.
Oh, what a power.
Mama, she is simply unbeatable. Her professional record? 15 wins, 0 losses, 12 of those wins by knockout. She hasn't gone to a third round in the majority of her fights. She is a wrecking machine. In the FLEL, she won the 2023 Europe Women's Flyweight Championship, then moved to the global stage and won the 2024 PFLEL Women's Flyweight Championship and the $1 million prize by stopping Tayla Santos, a former UFC title challenger, with body punches in the second round. That made her the youngest champion in PFL history and the first British woman to win an MMA world title.
Plum and a right hand.
Another one.
Big one.
Dakota Ditcheva, right hand and a hammer fist. Another knockout for Dakota Ditcheva.
She was named Female Fighter of the Year for 2024 by Ma Junkie, Combat Press, Cageside Press, Low Kick MMA, ESPN, pretty much everybody who covers this sport. At just 27 years old, Dakota is already a legend in the making.
Inside of 2 minutes now in round number 1. Co-main event, Dakota Ditcheva and Chelsea Hackett. Ditcheva makes the playoffs for the win of any kind. Oh, nasty combination. And the body work, and that'll do it. Dakota Ditcheva with a quick 6. And clinches the number 1 seed.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. Let's break down how these two women fight, because their styles are a complete contrast, and that's exactly what makes this comparison so compelling. Phetjeeja, the Queen style. Phetjeeja is a pure Muay Thai and kickboxing technician. She is a master of distance, timing, and volume. She uses all 8 limbs beautifully: punches, kicks, knees, and elbows. What makes her truly dangerous is her engine. After 210-plus professional fights, her stamina is almost superhuman. She can maintain her pace, her output, and her technique from round 1 to round 5 without dropping off. That ring time, thousands of competitive rounds since she was 7 years old, has built her an aerobic base that most fighters simply cannot match. Her co-power is real too. She has 69 TKOs co-finishes across her career, stopping world-class opponents in just seconds. She isn't just a points fighter, she hunts finishes. And here's something important to watch. Phetjeeja has been developing her grappling. As she continues to expand her game, a potential MMA crossover becomes more realistic. She is not just preparing to be a striker forever. Dakota, the Dangerous One's style. Dakota is an elite striker with devastating knockout power, particularly to the body. She is patient, technically sound, and explosively powerful when she commits. Her Muay Thai base from a young age gives her excellent clinch work, elbows in tight, and those signature body punches that have finished opponent after opponent. She combines that with solid submission skills. She's got a rear naked choke finish in her MMA record, and a relentless pressure style that breaks people mentally before it breaks them physically. What makes Dakota truly special is her finishing rate. 12 knockouts from 15 fights. She doesn't just win, she ends careers. She also has the size advantage, competing at flyweight 125 lb compared to Phetjeeja's atomweight 105-115 lb's range in Muay Thai/kickboxing. Alright, Here's the big question everyone came for. Is Phetjeeja the next Dakota Ditcheva? Or, and this might be controversial, can she actually beat Dakota?
現ライジン女子スーパーダブ級チャンピオン天然技巧派 IQ ファイター伊沢セイカ
女子格がもうますます盛り上がりそうですし。
左だダウンを取りましたそして今
Japanese undefeated girl Seika Izawa, known as the starflower, is quietly becoming one of the most dangerous threats in women's MMA. With a perfect 18-0 record, Izawa represents precision, control, and calculated dominance. Her style isn't built on chaos or brute force, it's built on mastery. A high-level grappling specialist, she turns every fight into her world, where opponents are dragged into deep, suffocating exchanges they can't escape. The numbers tell the story. Over half of her wins come by submission, showcasing her lethal ground game. Only a small portion come by knockout, because she doesn't need to strike when she can systematically break her opponents down. And when the finish doesn't come, she still dominates, with a significant portion of victories by decision.
残りが間もなく10秒になります。物心ついた時からお父さんと一緒にレスリング強くなるためにそんな毎日でした。さあ見つけがある。まだあるファイティングスピリット。
Her greatest weapon? Grappling. Relentless, technical, and unforgiving. And that's exactly what makes her such a serious threat to Dakota Ditcheva. Because while Dakota thrives in striking exchanges, Izawa brings a completely different battle, one that could neutralize power, slow the pace, and shift the fight into territory where she is nearly unbeatable. This isn't just another matchup. This is striker versus grappler, precision versus control, and the rising question, can anyone stop the starflower?
限られた時間の中で、買い物の時間の中で。
現ライジン女子スーパーダブ級チャンピオン天然技巧派 IQ ファイター伊沢セイカ。
戦いに
Let's start from the beginning, because Seika Izawa's story is honestly incredible. Born November 1st, 1997, in Japan, she started judo at 4 years old. 4. By the time most kids were learning to ride a bike, this girl was already throwing people onto mats. She went on to represent her school at the National Junior High School Wrestling Tournament. She competed in All Japan Women's Sumo. She earned a master's degree in teaching from Tokyo Gakuge University. This woman is not just an athlete, she is a scholar. And then, this is the part that blows my mind. She only started MEMA in June 2020. Because of COVID. Judo events were canceled. She needed somewhere to compete. So she walked into MMA. And she has not lost a single fight since. In less than 5 years, she went from MMA beginner to 18-0, undisputed champion in 2 organizations. She made her pro debut on October 31st, 2020, won by decision, and never looked back.
Izawa Seika, the winner from Japan, Seika Izawa.
She captured the Jules strawweight title by first-round armbar. She went to Rizin, the biggest MMA promotion in all of Japan, and fought the reigning champion, Ayaka Hamasaki, in a non-title match, and stopped her by Tico with ground elbows and punches. First round. She then beat Hamasaki again for the title, defended it, won the Rizin Super Atomweight Grand Prix against 8 women for 7 million yen, and beat Kana Asakura, who is basically the biggest female mama star in all of Japan. 18-0. Now let's talk about how she wins, because this is where it gets really interesting, especially for Dakota fans. Seika Izawa is a grappling machine. Out of her 18 wins, 10 of them, 56%, have come by submission. An additional 39% have gone to decision, where she was dominant on the mat. Only 6%, just one win, has come by KO or TKO. This tells you everything. She is not a knockout artist. She is not trying to hurt you on the feet. She wants to drag you to the ground and suffocate you. She has a finishing move for every position: arm bars, chokes, rear naked, guillotines. If you make one mistake on the mat with this woman, the fight is over.
大体上にいてみんなと喋ってて、本当にこぼしかったんで、入ってきて、見るだけのための自分の部屋です。シャゴールやっぱ1位だよ。やっぱ強いんだよ、せいって。何やっても強いよ。4歳の頃にから柔道をしてて、小学校4年生から中学校3年生までレスリングをしてて、総合格闘技始めたのは去年の6月のコロナが明けてからです。お兄ちゃんも弟も自分が格闘技で勝ってる姿を見て、この格闘技界に入ってきたと思うので、自分が勝ち進んでいく姿を見せたい。
Her base is elite-level judo combined with competitive wrestling. That means her takedown game is not just good, it is world-class. She understands leverage, angles, and body mechanics at a level most Ma fighters simply do not have. She is not someone who shoots a desperate double leg and hopes for the best. She sets traps. She waits. She uses your own energy against you. But here is what separates her from just being a grappler. She can strike too. She has said it herself, in a perfect world, she wants to prove a point on the feet first, then take you down and submit you. She wants to be a complete fighter. And at 18-0, the evidence suggests she is exactly that.
そして蹴りを放っていきます。左のパンチを放っていきます。落としていきます、バウンド。
腕十字に注意ですね。
出てきましたね。アンダーに入るか。体勢を変えた。どうだ。ダンスラウンド終盤。宮崎キック勝負。
Now let's talk about our dangerous queen. If you watch Ma and you have not seen Dakota Ditcheva fight yet, I genuinely feel sorry for you. Because watching her compete is one of the most exciting things in combat sports right now.
And her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126 pounds and holds a professional record of 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Dakota Ditcheva.
15-0, 12 wins by KO or TKO. 80% of her wins are finishes, and we are not talking about grinding decisions or lucky stoppage calls. We are talking about body punch knockouts, flying knees, first-round stoppages that make your jaw drop. She won the PFL Women's Flyweight Championship and the $1 million prize by technically knocking out Taylor Santos. Nobody had finished Santos before, in the second round. She became the youngest champion in PFL history, the first British female MMA world champion. Ma Junkie Female Fighter of the Year for 2024. ESPN Non-UFC Female Fighter of the Year.
Plum and a right hand. Oh, another one! Big one! Dakota Ditcheva, right hand and a hand of fake! Another knockout for Dakota Ditcheva!
At just 27 years old, she is already a superstar, and she is only getting better. Her Muay Thai background is world-class. She was a gold medalist at the IFMA World Muay Thai Championships at just 17 years old. She grew up in a family built around combat sports. Her striking is not just power, it is technical precision. The timing, The angles, the devastating combinations. She can hurt you from range, hurt you in the clinch with knees, and